Yo YouTube, welcome back to another video, and today we are talking about the upcoming leaks for the December patch. I'm very excited to be talking about this. I have seen a lot of buffs and nerfs going around the community with screenshots and all of that. Apparently, I don't know the name of this person. This guy recorded in Italy. They apparently have a new patch for the game out already, so that is very exciting to hear. We have proof and all of that. Again, this is just, I have some speculated things at the end of the video. I'm not sure if they're in the game or not, but without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. In our first nerf, finally, we're getting False Courage nerfed. Okay, so let's talk about this. False Courage is on a lot of characters. It's on a lot of weak characters as well, and it being nerfed from 1 skill bar to 2 skill bars. I kind of agree with in some places, on some characters. On androids, like 19 and 20, I agree that it should be buffed. On characters like Master Roshi, though, I'm not entirely sure. I feel like it should be. I feel like some of the costs should remain the same. However, it does make sense. It doesn't make sense for them to, just go in mix and matching False Courages with 1 skill bar and another one with 2 skill bar and all of that. So it just makes sense for them to just nerf False Courage entirely. So I am very happy about this nerf personally, because let me clarify again, I am extremely happy about this nerf. That means you will not be able to spam False Courage and grab people through their combo strengths as easily. I mean, you won't be able to do it as easily. You can still do it. However, you won't be able to do it as easily as you were last time, especially since 19 and 20. I believe they start off with two skill bars, I believe. So as soon as they use it, that skill bar is gone. Of course, you could just build it back up quickly, but it's still, the point still stands that the nerf is the nerf. It is very good. It's a very good nerf. It's very good and very healthy for the game. Also, speaking of Super Gogeta, we will be getting into his stuff right here, and the thing is, they changed the skin color. They made him a little more movie accurate. They they toned down the tan. The tan is from, I believe, Super, like DBS Super Gogeta's skin tone, because the how the movie looks. So they will be lowering his skin color to make him more movie accurate to his original movie. And I appreciate that. It looks nice. It looks very clean as well. It's very aesthetically pleasing. His colors on his jacket are brighter. I don't know if that's because of the blue background in the original picture, or because of the night background in the newer picture. Point still stands. He looks better. He looks good. I'm ready to use him again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting into our next one. I know the cutoff was crazy. This is one everyone's been excited to see and look at. We are talking about the change to the character selection menu. Thank the Lord. I personally didn't have a problem with it, but when doing like missions and stuff, it is very time consuming to go through and look at every character and see which character I want, since I have to go past all the transformations just to get to some of the characters. So this will be cutting down the roster quite a bit. All the characters are still in their respective places. Getting into this, Frieza now, once you click on him, he has all of his transformations pop out. You can see his first form, his second form, his third form, his final form, and you can see his 100% form. It's great. This is Z Frieza. I personally love this change as well. Of course, like I said before, I don't have a problem with how the character selection screen looked. It was more of just being tedious to go through. Moving on to our next change, dual screen, split screen. Split screen, you are now able to use other maps. So how you were able to just use hyperbolic time chamber, and now you can use, as you see in this photo, a world tournament stage, and you could probably use the other maps as well. However, that's just me speculating. I'm not completely sure. I saw a couple of people upset that you could only use hyperbolic time chamber, which I understand. It was very annoying, and it could get monotonous. However, I am very excited to see this change. I'm glad they figured out how to make it work. I'm not gonna keep on hounding their ass about it. I'm not gonna question how they managed to make it work and how they couldn't make it work on release. I'm just happy that it's finally here. So as you can see, that is it for the split screen. Now we will get more into the speculation stuff I don't think there's photos out for these for what I'm about to say. I'm pretty sure I've seen it floating around the community. However, those are just words. So take what I say at face value, perhaps. Now, we're going to get into the big thing first. Sparking, instant sparking, and after image strike. Those two have been nerfed. Apparently, the skill counter has been increased. I don't know for instant sparking if it's been increased to 4 or 5, and I don't know for after image strike if it's been increased to 4 or 5. However, the point still stands that it has been floating around that these two skills have been nerfed. So the skill points have been increased for them. It will be harder to use them back to back. I know a lot of people were struggling with DBSC. No, a lot of people were struggling with DBS Broly because of his little key shield that he gets. Not only that, but because once he knocks you out, he does that back-to-back sparking. I know that goes for a lot of characters, most characters that just can hold 3 skill points in general. However, for Broly, this is a massive change. This is a great change as well, even if it is 4 or 5. I would prefer it to be 5 because you won't just be able to go into back. You won't be able to get it fast. Like you'll have to go into a Vanish War or take damage, and by that time you won't be able to get back into it again. So I am happy for this change. I'm very excited. I'm very glad that they did this. I'm very happy about the after image strike. If you've seen my shorts, you know how I feel about after image strike. It is very annoying, very disturbing, very soul crushing to have to go against any character with after image strike, especially Super Vegito. It's extremely annoying. So that's it about that nerf. Our next thing that we're talking about is key sickness. Apparently key sickness has been called out into play. Apparently they might be bringing it back. Apparently, maybe, possibly, probably. Point still stands. It is floating around in the community that key sickness will be brought back, and if that is so, I'm happy. I'm excited for this. You won't be able to charge as fast. If you don't know what key sickness does, it lowers the amount that you can charge by a little bit. It's kind of like being underwater without being underwater, except it slows your key a little more. So it's going to be hard. You'll have to manage your key better. You won't be able to go straight into sparking as well. So you'll have to play a bit smarter than you would usually. As for Wild Sense and all the other skills, I don't think there's been any changes with those. I think those are still the same. I think Wild Sense is still two skill bars. So I don't think you all have to worry about that being changed. Another thing is, I think that's it. I think that's all I've been seeing around the community. It was just after image strike and sparking. Oh wait, there was one more thing. One more thing is that androids can no longer move up and down, do lateral movements basically without key costs. So as y'all saw in that tournament when those two and 20s, I think those were 2 20s. I'm gonna just say Jiros though, I'm not completely sure. When those 2 Jiros were going up and down, they weren't expending key. It was just them going up and down constantly without any key usage or anything. So it was very hard to hit the opponents. So that is no longer a thing you can do. That costs key now. You have to manage your key already harshly as an android. So that's no longer even an option unless you do false courage and then do the grab as per usual. But blah 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 blah. It's still a good nerf in my opinion. Without a further ado, that is it for the video though. If I find any more information about any more leaks that are coming out, I will let y'all know. I'm sorry I'm so late on this. I know the leaks came out yesterday, but I am here to deliver. Without a further ado, y'all have a good one. Leave a like down below, subscribe, comment even. I appreciate all of y'all who found the channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button doubly, bro. I'm saying it twice. I'm saying it back to back so y'all can know. Hit that button. I need y'all. I love y'all. I'm glad y'all stopped by. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.